Godzilla 1962 here, and we all know about King Kong, the great kaiju that did wonders for the film industry when his films released, fought off more dinosaurs than we can count, and was killed by beauty plenty of times. But this specific version is different from its original counterpart. This is King Kong from King Kong vs. Godzilla. In 1933, the original King Kong was released. This film has done a lot for the film industry. The film garnered tons of success and even got a sequel. But a sequel that went unmade led to a classic film. In 1958, Willis O'Brien, the stop-motion animator behind King Kong, wrote a screenplay in which Kong fought a monster created by Dr. Frankenstein. This film would have followed the son of Dr. Frankenstein, creating a giant monster. This monster, called Prometheus, would have gone rogue and killed its creator. To fend off Prometheus, King Kong was released, and a great battle ensues. This film, titled King Kong vs. Prometheus, was shopped around to different studios, but no one in the US wanted it. This led to the film being shopped around overseas, with Toho buying up the rights. Toho dropped Prometheus and replaced the monster with none other than Godzilla. That's a very simplified version of it though. The complexities of the actual deal are a bit more unfortunate. In the film, King Kong didn't resemble his original appearance that much. The suit's head was modeled to look like a Japanese macaque, and was done by Teizo Tetsumitsu. This was because RKO, the owners of King Kong at the time, wanted the design to be different to that of the 1933 appearance. While Teizo Tetsumitsu modeled the head, the body was done by the Yagi brothers, and the fur was done by Eizo Kaima. Playing King Kong is actor Shiocho Hirose, someone who has played various kaiju. Hirose has an interesting time playing King Kong, because not only were the arms different from other kaiju suits, but special effects director Eze Tsuburaya gave him special instructions. You see, the arms had poles put into them to give him a lengthy look, and Eze Tsuburaya told Hirose to study movements of apes, like how Nakajima studied animals in the zoo when playing Godzilla. Of course, like Nakajima before him, Hirose faced challenges. He had to stay in the suit for hours on end when filming the Faroe Island scenes, with Hirose saying, "Sweat came pouring out like a flood, and it got in my eyes too. When I came out, I was pale all over." And one more thing to note is that during the final battle of the film, King Kong grabs Godzilla and throws him over his head to the ground. This move was done with Nakajima, still in the Godzilla suit. Hirose actually picked up Nakajima and threw him like this. This is no small feat and is incredibly hard to do. This King Kong was the first to show up in the Toho universe, and wasn't the last. Although Toho made King Kong Escapes, the Kong in that film wasn't the same as the one in King Kong vs. Godzilla, but the suit was used again after the filming of the movie. In the cancelled film, Batman vs. Godzilla, Batman would have watched the final battle between Kong and Godzilla to analyze Godzilla. This, of course, would have shown off King Kong as well, seeing as it would have used footage from King Kong vs. Godzilla's finale. And although we don't know for sure, the suit may have been used for the cancelled sequel, continuation King Kong vs. Godzilla, though only the script was made for that film. But in a more finished product, the suit from King Kong vs. Godzilla was used again. There were two instances. Firstly, in 1966 for the show Ultra Q. In episode 2, the kaiju Goro made his debut appearance. Goro is the 1962 King Kong suit reused, and has a few differences. The face is brand new, he has a tail, and it may just be me, but it looks like there may have been fur added back, because no doubt after a few years in storage, the suit had to be fixed up a bit. After the team behind Ultra Q was done with Goro, they gave the suit back to Toho, where it was used in King Kong Escapes for the water sequences. The suit was given the new King Kong Escapes head so that in the film you don't have the 1962 face appearing randomly in the water scenes. And he also appeared in Godzilla vs. Destroyer via a photograph. Although both King Kong 1962 and Goro don't have video game appearances as of this video's release, they both have a small amount of merchandise you can get. King Kong 1962 is a decisive look for the classic kaiju, but despite that, he was in a film that many like myself love. The impact that King Kong vs. Godzilla made cannot be overlooked. And this Kong gave us some iconic things. His lightning power, shoving a tree down Godzilla's throat, and of course, although he wasn't the first, his move of beating his chest. With all this being said, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I apologize if I mispronounced any Japanese names. And Godzilla 1962, signing off.